Okay, got something new and unique for you guys today. This is actually a custom heist available on lastbullet.net. I will leave a link in the description box. This is actually a 2-day heist. The first one obviously takes place on the Crossroads, the transport map Crossroads. And then the objective is just to tie the manager down there and get him to the chopper that is on the roof, and then you got to escape from there too. I'm doing this on Deathwish solo. Thought I'd give it a try. Tried a few different builds out, and I'll go through that as we talk in this video. Now, I was going to just let the gameplay play out, but I figured because you wouldn't have a clue what the hell is going on, as I didn't the first couple of times I played it, did a run through on normal difficulty just to give it a try. And then I thought, screw it, let's throw it on Deathwish. And I had to try a couple of different builds out in order to get the right mix, because a lot of the builds that I do, well, in fact, all of the builds that I do are either stealth builds, which you can use as a group or solo, or loud builds, and I always play with friends or in public lobbies, groups, etc. So I have things like Inspire and stuff like that, and you don't really need any of that shit on here. So I had to create a completely new custom build for a solo Deathwish run myself, loud, and tried a couple of different perk decks, and I eventually settled on Muscle. So this is kind of an adaptation of my tank build. I did try an armorer build. That didn't really work out too well because there's no health regen. Tried my ex-presidents and didn't really go down too well on a nasty loud heist. Pretty rough on Deathwish, so that didn't really work. So Muscle was the one of choice. So what I figured I'd do is talk to you about what the hell is going on here. So like I said at the beginning, we're going to pull this manager up to the top, the bank manager of all people. Pull him over to the escape point here. You can see we've got a point of no return going too. A couple more minutes left. So once we get him to the chopper, we then have to escape ourselves and go back to the van where we first started. So that is a nice little touch. This is actually made by someone called Quackertree. And if you go on to lastbullet.net, follow the link down the bottom there, you'll see stuff. And he's been replying to a lot of the threads on there. And I think he actually gave credit to the guy who did the Shatter Heist, the other custom mod that I did. I think he took a couple of pieces off that and so on, but this is really cool. So managed to just make it out alive, jumping across the roofs here and then just jumping off, trying to avoid everything on the floor there, the madness. And that is day one done. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Not many snipers like there are on the Transport Crossroads, so that's lucky. Not much XP also, only took 2.5 minutes, but not much XP. But it's really not about the XP, to be honest. It's just about trying something new, something cool. I found no bugs on this at all. No crashes, no nothing. There's one bug, well actually there's one bug on here. You can see in the sky right there, something's floating. I don't know if you can see it, top middle right. That's the only thing, but he addresses that in the changelog, I guess you can call it, on Last Bullet. And just says that I don't think it's fixable, to be honest, some kind of bug in the programming or something. So this is day 2. You can see that this is Hoxton Revenge, but this is unstealthable. Because, as you can see, I'm running around like a complete maniac, and there's no murky guards outside at all. So, the first time that I played this, and I'll explain why I'm opening trash cans in a little bit. The first time I played this, I started looking through the windows like you normally do, trying to see which window you can go through, and then cut the power off the little alarm thing and then get in. But after going around looking on the roof, looking everywhere, there's literally no way of doing that. It's supposed to be loud, so that's what it is. So you have to come into the house, you have to find 2 safes, just find one there. You can't put the drills on them just yet though, so it's a kind of a cool twist. You have to find the other drill, or you don't actually have to find the other one, but there are 2 on here, and I said drill, I mean safe. You only have to drill one of the safes, but you don't know which one it is. So once you've found one, you can then, as you see in the top left, find and hack the power box. So you got to find the power box. First time I played this, could not find the power box. Did not know what I was looking for, and that's kind of what I'm looking for now. But it's actually, if you remember the goat heist, when you've got a goat up in the scaffolding, you're looking for one of those power boxes that you need to hack. So obviously I eventually get to it, and I did find that there's 3 different spots. There may be more. It just took me 3 tries to get this. So there's one in the basement that it can be, and that's not what I get here. There's one by the garage, and then there's the one that I actually get. So those are the 3 that I know. And then once you hack the power box, you can then go to the safes and then open one of the safes. So you could go to one of the safes and it will just say nothing, you can't drill it, and that means you just have to go and do the other one. So there is only coke in one of the safes, and that is what you have to get out. So the reason that I opened the trash cans, and I thought it was a cool twist at the end, because I had no idea what happens when you open the safe, but you actually have to secure the cocaine out of the safe into the trash cans, and there's there's 3 trash cans and there's one big dumpster container too. So you have to throw one into the big dumpster container, and then you throw one into each of the trash bins. So I guess I was kind of lucky where the safe spawned for me, because you'll see when I get there that I'm able to throw the coke out of the windows into 3 of the bins. I think that was pretty cool. Yeah, either I've got a great aim or it's just very lucky. I don't know. Probably a mix of both, to be honest. So this is the big dumpster on the left I'm talking about, and then this is the 3rd location of the power box that I know of. So we hack this, and then we can go back inside and we can start the drill on the safe. So I originally thought when I first started playing this that hopefully it wasn't going to be bugged like the Shadow Raid Loud mod that I did, where the spawning of the enemies was kind of bizarre. And you can see I put the drill on here, and that was kind of hard to navigate. But this actually plays like a regular heist, so I think they did a fantastic job with it. You see what I'm running here is a locomotive. I've got it maxed up to the 9s, took all shotgun skills in my build, and then I've got a flamethrower. For some reason I never use a flamethrower, but I thought I'd give it a try. Thought it'd be a good idea because I actually thought that this would be a good heist to try solo Deathwish, because it's kind of tight and weaving, there's choke points and everything, so those are generally easier to do solo Deathwish yourself. So that's why I thought I'd just jump in and give it a shot. And I normally would go for a grenade launcher or the explosive bow, but those are both primaries, and I wanted to use I didn't want to use 2 shotguns, so I needed something explosive, so I thought, screw it, let's give the flamethrower a try. And like I said, I'm using the muscle perk deck, so I do have the big ICTV vest on. I have all the armor skills that you can possibly get. Didn't get Inspire. I did actually try a build at the start, the very first go that I had on Deathwish. I thought sentry guns would be awesome for this, especially now you can get like 6 or 7 with the new skill tree. So I thought, oh, I can just max those out, max my ammo bags out, and just pretty much tank, you know, cut off everything, tank everything with the sentry guns. But maybe there's a bug with it, but I found that when I put the sentry guns down on day 1 just to give them a try, that nothing appeared, but they went out of my inventory and they just didn't appear, so never mind. Never mind. One thing just to be careful of when I did this was snipers, because I don't have a long-range weapon, and I know that snipers can be a bitch on this, so sitting by the windows was a little... You have to keep that in mind at all times. Another thing that I did was... did not play with AI, and that was lucky because there's a ton of cloakers, and when you play solo, obviously cloakers don't kick you down. They will shoot at you, but they won't karate kick you like they will if you've got some AI or if you're playing with your buddies. So that was a nice lucky stroke there that I did. So we got to wait. Oh, I took drill skills too, so we got to wait for the drill to go. I think the first time I came on here, I ended up dying. Didn't get the safe open. I didn't have drill skills, and I think it was like 6 or 7, no, maybe 5, 6 minutes, and it got a little hectic. So then I figured I would give it a try with some drill skills, and the muscle perk deck switched to it, and then all came together. So it's not actually that many enemies here. I do have a bit of trouble at the end figuring out how the hell to get out of here. So I do a little, like it appears where you're supposed to go, like the exit. You don't go to the van like you normally would in Hoxton Revenge. So you have to go to the garage, and that's where it shows that you need to go. And I go in there, and there's nothing there. There's not like anything to do, but there's a car in there, and in the top left corner it says find an alternative vehicle or something like that. And I see the car, and then I go over to the car, and it's like it's one of the cars out of Car Shop. And you go to the door, and it shows you the key symbol. Like, damn, I need to find a key. So then I run around the house, and I cut a little bit of this out because there's no point in showing me just running around the house looking for a key. So I figured maybe they spawn in the spots where the keycards spawn in Hoxton Revenge, so I check all of those. Takes me about an extra 5 minutes, which is a little hairy to do on Deathwish solo, running around like a maniac with all the tasers and everything. Pretty much done for if a taser gets you. I don't have shockproof either, so that would have been a little... I would have been severely pissed off if I finished it, got all the coke away, and then can't find my way out. But you'll see what and how you finish it. If you guys give this a try, at least you will know what to do based on this video. So now, something that I would like to, well, not address, but talk about is how you install these mods, because I've done quite a few mod videos with the Green Harvest and Shadow Raid Loud, and then the 145 mod and all those kind of things. So it's like people ask me and then I forget, because I have the mods on for so long that I forget how I did it. And I'll shut up just for a second and get back to that while I just show you what I do with these. So we run a coke out to this front one here, which is one that I already opened. That was one. There's only 4 in the safe. And then I am able to fluke 2 of them pretty much. Check these shots out. These are worthy. Watch this. Boom. I'll look at it. Bang. I was pretty impressed with that one. I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. I don't have to run outside with the snipers. Then I see that this one, and then I go, bloop, and that's another one. So then I think, well, I can just run around with the 3rd one, or the 4th one. I didn't have a clue. So yeah, going back to installing the mods, basically what you have to do is, for a lot of these, you need the BLT mod, which you just Google BLT Payday mod and then just download that. You unzip that and you just put that into, open your Payday game file, and you put it into the Payday 2 folder. And then that will actually drop in a mods folder. And then you want to download something called Beardlib, and you can get that from Last Bullet 2, I do believe. Then you just put Beardlib in the mod folder that you created by putting in the BLT mod. And then all of these mods that I get, you just drop them, you just download them, unzip them, and it just has a folder, and you just put that folder into the mod folder, and then you open the game up and you're good to go. So it's pretty straightforward, not too difficult. Pretty straightforward indeed. So now you can see that I have to go to the garage, which is 13 meters away. And I was actually pretty excited here, because I was like, oh, I've done it. And then I'm actually going to run out of the house, run back in here, trying to figure out. And now I'm just going to fade into the next bit. You'll see it's like 9 minutes 50. And then we're going to jump straight to 15 minutes. And you have to just go on that on the wall after all that. Get in the car. I'm not sure if you can drive through that door, but I got some driving skills here. Well, this bit's impressive, but then this bit not so impressive. Guess I got my camera angles mixed up, so that kind of pissed me off. If I got tased out of the car or something, but that's pretty much it. That is it. Took me 15 minutes, should have took me 10. 89%, best accuracy, 20 specials, 90 kills. I left this bit on just so you could see the XP. XP's not great, but who really cares? It's all about trying something new, something fun. That is it. I will, if anything changes on this heist, any updates, I will probably do another video. And that is about it, guys. Give it a try. Have fun.